Title: When no one is watching. Motivational video. It's easy to shine when the lights are on. It's easy to perform when people are cheering your name, but the true test of greatness isn't in the spotlight, it's in the silence. It's in those quiet moments when no one is watching, and the only one who knows the truth. In a small town surrounded by hills, lived a young man named Ethan Cole. To the world, he was just another dreamer, quiet, reserved, and often lost in thought. But inside, Ethan carried something powerful, a dream that refused to die. He wanted to become an athlete, not just any athlete, but one who could inspire others through sheer perseverance. The problem: life wasn't kind to him. Ethan worked nights at a local diner, flipping burgers until 2 a.m. His mornings were spent training, often on an empty stomach, always alone. His shoes were worn out, his gear second-hand. There were no cameras recording his journey, no coaches shouting encouragement, no crowd to clap when he pushed through another lap. There was just him, and the silence. Most people gave up on Ethan long ago. His father had left when he was a kid, his mother worked double shifts at the factory, and his few friends often told him, "Bro, you're wasting your time. You need to be realistic." Realistic, that word haunted him. It was the same word people used to bury dreams before they could ever take flight. So, Ethan trained when no one else did. He ran when the streets were empty and the world was asleep. He whispered to himself, "One day, they'll see. One day, this will all mean something." But the truth was, even he had doubts. There were nights when exhaustion broke him. Nights when his body screamed to stop, and his mind whispered, "What if they're right? What if you're not good enough?" And yet, each time that thought came, Ethan did one more push-up, ran one more lap, pushed one more rep, because he had made a promise to himself: "I will become the person I want to be, even when no one believes, even when no one is watching." Months passed. The local qualifying marathon arrived, his one shot to make it into the state-level competition. Ethan stood at the starting line with athletes who had coaches, sponsorships, and families cheering them on. He had no one in the stands. His mother couldn't get the day off work, and his friends had other plans. But that didn't matter. Because this was what he had trained for, not for the crowd, but for the men he became when no one saw him trying. The whistle blew, and Ethan ran like his life depended on it. Halfway through, pain hit him hard. A sharp cramp in his leg, exhaustion in his lungs. The same old voice returned, "You can't do this. You're done." But another voice, quieter, deeper, whispered back, "You've been here before. Alone. In the dark. Remember who you are when no one's watching." He clenched his fists, gritted his teeth, and pushed forward. Step by step, breath by breath, he crossed the finish line, not first, not second, but fifth. Yet, that fifth-place finish was everything. Because it wasn't about medals, it was about proving to himself that all those invisible hours had meaning. After the race, no reporters came. No one posted about him. Life went on, but something inside Ethan had changed. He realized that success wasn't a moment, it was a mindset. The discipline he built when no one was clapping became his greatest strength. The loneliness became his teacher. The struggle became his foundation. He kept training, kept showing up, kept pushing limits. A year later, he placed first at the state championship. Then came national qualifiers. Then sponsorships. Then interviews. People started saying, "Ethan Cole came out of nowhere." But Ethan knew better. He hadn't come from nowhere. He came from those 4 a.m. mornings when no one was watching, from the days when he refused to quit even though no one would have blamed him if he did. Years later, as he stood on a podium with a gold medal around his neck, Ethan closed his eyes and remembered the silence, because that silence, that lonely, thankless grind, was where greatness was born. And if you're listening to this, maybe you're there right now. Maybe no one sees your effort, your late nights, your tears, or your sacrifices. Maybe no one claps for you, but remember this: the world doesn't reward the loudest worker. It rewards the most consistent one. The one who shows up, not for validation, but for vision. So keep going, keep pushing, keep building yourself when no one is watching, because one day, the world will see what you were creating in silence all along, and that day, when you finally rise, you'll smile knowing you earned it when no one was looking. Final message: greatness doesn't start under the spotlight. It starts in the dark, with discipline, sacrifice, and faith. When no one is watching, that's when the real work begins. Would you like me to now create 1. Direct hit SEO package, description, hashtags, keywords, tags, for YouTube, 2. Clapperboard paragraph-wise image prompts for visuals, and 3. Artist palette attractive thumbnail concept, all designed to make this story go viral.